Welcome back. Did you miss me? 'Cause I sure as hell missed you. Oh, sorry, I missed you guys. We're back with another fall tutorial with you guys. Can you believe we're in the middle of, what is it, November? It's November. That's insane, right? Thanksgiving's next week, and I'm sure most of you are probably booked and busy and just busting out designs. Hopefully, with our palettes that we have for you. If not, I'm going to show you a really quick, easy pumpkin design that you guys could do. You know those clients that come in and they're always like, I don't know what to do, just do whatever you want, but they never mean it. They never mean it, right? Because if I do what I want, you're probably not gonna like it. But anyway, here's a quick tutorial on with a little pumpkin design using two of our palettes. We're gonna be using the Joshua Tree Collection palette, which is our neutrals. And then we're also gonna be using the LA Confidential palette, which is our primary colors. And I'm also gonna tease another color from a future palette that hopefully you guys can play with sometime in the future, okay? So our beautiful client here, she does have some nails from the previous set that we did. So we're not gonna fail her, but we are going to remove what she has, shape her up a little bit, and then work on top of what she has. If you are watching, let me know where you're watching from. We are in beautiful, sunny, again, Anaheim, California, SoCal. Um, but I'm curious where everyone's watching us from. We finally got some rain at some point this year or this week. I think it's been raining at least where I'm from, where I live. I'm about a 2 hour drive from Anaheim, but we got quite a bit of rain over the weekend, so that was nice. I'm here just removing her with one of my favorite Brits. Obviously, we're using our Manny Pro Passport. This is our orange one from the SoCal collection. Um, but I'm using the 5-in-1, I believe, bit in medium just to remove. I love this bit, one, because of its like cone shape that it has, but also it is kind of versatile. If you're using the medium grit, you can use it to remove, you can use it to shape. Um, Obviously, never using it on the natural nail. We never want to use carbide bits on a natural nail. We want to make sure we're using that exclusively for an enhancement. In our case, our model has acrylic on, so we're just shaving her down, trying to get close to the cuticle as possible. If you're nervous about getting close to that cuticle, don't worry. We can go back in with either a mandrel bit um, or a more pointier bit that makes it easier to get to the cuticle area. I'm going to bump it up because I want to say I was working at about 10, 12,000 RPMs. I just bumped it up to about 20. As you can hear, no, you can't because our drills are silent. They're such wonderful machines. If you guys haven't gotten your hands on a Manny Pro Passport, what are you waiting for? You absolutely should. If you can visit us here in our Anaheim location, we have in-store supply where you can get 25% off the entire store. And yes, that includes machinery. And you can also bring your hand pieces and we can engrave them for you with your name on there. But if you're not in SoCal, no worries. You can head over to our website, and our website has everything that we sell. And we always have really cool coupon codes and really cool specials going on online. So you can head on over there and snag yourself one of our Manny Pro passports. Let me grab my little brush. Oh, we're just keeping it on my face. Cool. Hi. How are you? My producer like, oh, there we go. There we go. See? Beautiful. Okay, so we didn't get super close to her cuticle because It did make me a little nervous. So now I'm going to go in with Lenore. I believe this is the Typhoon in Fine. I like to use this one in situations like this where I have to get close to the cuticle, but I still need to remove, right? We're not touching her natural nail at all. We're just going into that enhancement. So see how easy it is to go in there. And whatever I don't remove with my bit, no worries. I'm going to go in with a shaper buffle. I'm going in with a shaper buffer file afterwards to make sure that we get all that little bits and pieces. Now, if we were to be doing a fill, it's very important that we remove all of this, right? Because we don't want to trap it underneath the new acrylic. But today we're working on top of it, so it's not that big of a deal. Today I'm going to shape her up a little bit. There we go. And I know it's a little bit earlier, so I'm hoping we do have people watching. But if you're watching this back afterwards, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you guys. We want to make sure that we're bringing consistent tutorials, consistent content for you. If it's not myself, it'll definitely be my colleague Patricia. She's always here sharing her cool designs as well. All right, now we're going in with our shaper buffer. Why is it so hard for me to say that word? Shaper buffer file. I need to slow down. I need to slow down. This buffer file, it's my favorite one because on this side it has the 100 grit, which is super great for shaping and for filing off. This one in particular has because we also have the 100 over 100, right, which is a thinner one. But this one has a buffer in the back, so you can finish shaping the nail and then buff it out right afterwards. And they're very durable. I just like me a good durable file. But this one's perfect. We're giving design. Now, because our bit that we use is on the finer end, there is not a lot of perfectioning that we have to do on top of the nail. But I am going to go into that cuticle area to try to get all that previous glitter off. Gentle, gentle. Am I hurting you at all? We're good? Perfect. See, I do have a gentle hand. You hear that, daughters? Just kidding. All right, now we're using the buffer side to remove any of that previous scratches. Look how smooth this looks. Oh my god, I wish you could feel it. It's so smooth. All right, now, before shaping after. I'm gonna bring in her size just a smidge. There we go. I feel like this design is pretty traditional, I guess you can call it. What nail tech hasn't done a pumpkin, right? But I'm going to add some dimension to it, so that'll be really nice. Instead of just having an orange pumpkin, we're going to have a pumpkin with a little bit of dimension, a little bit of outline, some texture on the stem, and just overall make it look really, really pretty. So here we are, shaping up this nail, making sure that it is nice and even on both ends. For me personally, this is one of the most difficult shapes to do. I think I got it down now, but in order to make it look pretty even, I tend to go, like I don't stick to one side at a time. If I do a little bit here, I make sure I move over to the other side and trying to make it even. One thing that I love to do with stilettos is round out the sides, because if I go like this, it makes it really pointy. So I do like to round out my sides, and by doing that, I basically start at a 90-degree here, and then I bevel it downwards, kind of like at a 45-degree. So that gives us that beautiful curvature on the sides without making it look too stiletto-y. I mean, if your client loves the super stiletto look, that's fine too, but she will poke her eyes out. I didn't say it. It has happened. And if she doesn't poke her eyes out, she's definitely going to rip a jean or two. I'm sure that's happened to you if you've worn stilettos. All right, making sure I get underneath. Look at that shaping. Ooh, ah. Like the Grinch. Ooh, ah. It is definitely Grinchmas. Oh my god. Is anybody else in the holiday spirit? I definitely am, but I will say this is a controversial take. I prefer Thanksgiving. Oh my God, I said it. I said it. It is. It's out there. It's out there. I love Thanksgiving. It's definitely my favorite holiday. It's the holiday at my house. My entire family, siblings, in-laws, they all know. I don't care where we're at every other holiday during the year. You know, Easter, Christmas, Fourth of July, whatever. It's fine. I'm chill. But Thanksgiving, that is at my house, and I will be cooking. I will not, however, be cooking a turkey because I refuse. That's gross. I will be cooking a ham though. That's my specialty. All right, we're going in with our buffer to make it nice and smooth. Now, normally, if we were doing a fill, I would not barf. I definitely would not barf, but I would not buff the nail because you don't want it to be super smooth when you apply that new acrylic, right? So we just, right now we want it to be smooth because we will be applying a base coat and we need that base coat to be nice and even so that your design is nice and even. So let me dust off. Dust. Perfect. So she's good to go. Now we want to go the extra mile. I'm going to grab a little bit of our cleansing solution. Ta-da! Oh, also look at my nails. Hold on. I just did them last night. Ooh, they're not going to look this good tomorrow. All right, so I'm going to take a little bit of our cleansing solution and kind of clean any debris or oil that could be left on there. If you're doing a fill, this is a great add-on to your prep because it really does dehydrate the nail. Afterwards, you can go in with our pH solution dehydrator and then our primer. So there we go. She ready. She ready. I'm ready, Byron. Sorry, that was a stim of mine. All right. Now, we love her. We know her. Our good old gel base. All right. So this gel base is my favorite. One, it's just great. And two, look how tiny this brush is. For me, it makes it easier to control. If you want our gel big, I feel like when you have a bigger brush, obviously it picks up. So with a smaller brush, it's easier to apply a very even layer to the nail. Don't forget to tap your edges. What does that mean? That means you go out to the side. This side. There we go. Nice. Same thing on this end. Making sure we do a very thin layer. And by doing that, you can just apply your blush. You apply your brush and then just kind of press down. And that'll drag all the excess color or excess product to the tip of the nail, and then we could cap it on our ends. But you see there how I added extra product? You see how bubbly that looks? That's what we're trying to avoid. We want it to be nice and thin and even so there's no puddling on any point of the nail. All right, now that that is done, she's going to go into the lamp for 60 seconds into our Manicro Glow. Oh, hi. Welcome. How are you? I just had some chicken and my breath is kicking. Apologize for that. I just got a whiff of it right now while she cooks, while she's going in there. I want to make sure that you guys know that on our website you guys can buy everything. Everything that I'm using right now today, from the palettes to the brushes to the glow lamp, everything that I'm using today, you guys can find it on our website, if you can visit us here in Anaheim. Sometimes I'll be here, sometimes I won't. Don't worry. If I'm not here, Marco said he'll help you out. Yes, yes, he will. But our team will be here. If you have questions, if you have questions about product, if you have questions of what you should use, what you shouldn't, we carry everything and anything that you could possibly need when it comes to nails. We have a gel tip line, a builder gel line, acrylic line, we have a dip line. Literally anything that you could possibly need as a nail tech, Kupa carries it. So make sure you're visiting us. Okay? Now, I can't show you the palette because it's super top secret, but we're testing it out, and I hope you guys like it as much as I do. We're going to be using, oh my God, is it the same one? No, it's not. This really pretty, it's like a red, but I don't think the camera picks up. It also has some like coppery undertones. I really love it. And we're going to be using our color brush. This brush you can find with every single palette that you buy. So if you buy 4 palettes, guess how many brushes you're getting? I don't know, do the math. I don't do math. 4 palettes, 4 brushes. You're getting 4 brushes. So because this is new, I am going to soak it a little bit into my cleansing solution. I just like to do this to kind of disrupt the bristles a bit because they do come a little stiff when it's, I mean, any brush, right? And then just kind of clean it right there, pull up the ends, and look how thin that is. I don't know if you could, there you go. Look how thin that is. Beautiful, wonderful. Okay. Now we're going to be using this as our base. Um, I will be doing 2 coats of it just to get it nice and even. But look at what 1 coat. Oh my god, this is really pretty. Oh my goodness. Definitely, we're going to be doing 2 coats of it. There we go. Let me just get a little bit more even. Look how creamy it is and how glittery. There we go. Perfect. And I want to say this might be one of the metallic ones. Is this a cat eye? I'm pretty sure this is a cat eye one. Did I give too much away? Oh no. Not me spilling company secrets. Just kidding. We are looking into cat eye um, polishes for you guys. I don't know if this is one of them. And I don't have my cat eye thing, but I'm pretty sure it is because of how the glitter is distributing. I'm pretty sure it's a cat eye polish. But if it's not, we will have cat eye polishes eventually. All right. We got them nice and even. Now she's going to go back into the lamp. Now while she's in the lamp, I'm going to clean my brush and I'm going to use our Kupa palette that's nice and dirty. That's fine. That's cool. I'm going to clean it out really quick because I'm going to be using this to create some polishes, some colors. One of my favorite things to do with the Kupa palettes is to mix and match. I love using our primary, the LA Confidential one, to kind of just create my own colors. You know, because sometimes you just need a different hue. Sometimes you just need a different undertone to it. And because the LA Confidential is all of our primary colors, if you guys remember anything about color theory, every single color in the world stems from what 3 colors? Red, blue, and yellow, which you can find in our LA Confidential palette. So while she's cooking, I'm going to get everything ready to mix. I'm going to need a different color of brown for our stem of our pumpkin, and then I'm going to use some brown and yellow undertones for the orange that we're going to be using. But before that, I'm going to go back in and do a second coat. We might even do a third. Who knows? I'm feeling funky today. Here we go. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. Look at her. I don't know why I just said her, but it feels like a her color. Look at that. We love it. It's like, I don't know if the camera can translate. It's red, but it's not quite just red. It's crimson. Oh my god, not Marco over here, full on color theory god. Look at him. It is crimson, you're right. The crimson chin. Sorry. It's like a brown red with like orangey kind of undertones. It's so fall and so pretty and perfect for this design that we are creating. What do you think, chat? Should we do a third coat after this? I kind of like it. Let's see what it looks like. Go ahead and stick them in the lamp, darling. And while she's cooking, like I had mentioned, we're going to create a brown color. Now I'm going to grab Screenplay from our LA, nope, just kidding, from our Joshua Tree collection, which is this pretty like nude brown. I'm going to take a little bit of that one. Where's my ring? And apply it on here. I feel like it needs a little bit of yellow undertone. So we're going to take Lakers Love from, yes, I'm dipping it right in there. Some yellow undertone. And then also a little bit of Oscar Night. Now, stay with me, okay? I promise you there's a method to my mathness. No, a method to my madness. My bad. All right, a little bit of yellow, a little bit of red. Screenplay, which is like the nudie color that we have. And now to bring it all together, we're going to grab a little bit of limo service, which is just a smidgen, just to deepen it a little bit. Now, let's see what that does. Nothing. Just kidding. Okay, it's definitely giving us more brown, but I still feel like we need some more depth to it. So red. Now, how do I know what it needs? I don't. I just kind of mix until it feels right, until my ancestors tell me that's enough. Right. A little bit more yellow, and then a little bit more black. Let's see what that does. I think the black is the one that's making it more on the cooler tone, and I want it to be warm. Actually, no, that's not bad. I kind of like it. It definitely needs more warmth. Red. Let's see what we're doing here. A bit more yellow. I'm going to end up with 3 pounds of color that I'm probably only going to use 2 drops of. Okay, perfect. I love this brown. All right, so this brown is going to be for our stem of our pumpkin, and then we're going to add other little touches to it. And now I need an orange for our pumpkin. Now, pumpkins are orange. We know that. That's fine. But I'm going to deepen a little bit over here. I'm going to do orange, orange. So we're also going to add a little bit of red, which was the Oscar night right here. Mix that up. Look how pretty that is. See, it's more like a deeper orange. You could even add a little bit of limo service just to make it slightly darker. Look. More of like, oh, I might have added too much limo service. Let's go back in with some, what is this one? Orange County, sorry. Orange County, there we go, perfect. It's like a fall orange. Love, love, love. All right, so to start off the design, I'm gonna put this on my, what's this finger? Pointer finger. Index finger? Sure. I'm gonna go in and create the outside portion of my pumpkin, right? So I'll do 1, 2. Pumpkins have like ridges, so I kind of want to just make the outer kind of almost like an apple shape right there. And this is just the background color. It almost blends in, but I don't want it to blend in. There we go, perfect. Now, before we actually dip this into the lamp, I'm going to add some dimension to it. There we go. Get more of the shape of the pumpkin. Perfect. And by dimension, I'm going to grab a little bit of yellow, Lakers Love, on its own. And I'm just kind of like draw those ridges while it's still wet, because this is going to help me like blend in later on, if that makes sense. We're just creating that illusion. And just in single strokes, bringing it down, 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 like so. You see it? Is it starting to, you see my vision? There we go. See all of that dimension. Big fan of it. Big fan of the dimension. Alright, now, at the same time, I'm going to grab, remember, we haven't cured it yet, a little bit of that brown we created. Just a little bit. And same thing. Start creating those ridges. Again, we're just adding dimension. Afterwards, we're going to go in and add outline and some shadow work. Look how pretty she's coming together. There we go. All right, now on the other nail, well, I gotcha. Actually, how do I do this? This way, perfect. On the other nail, we're going to do it kind of like the tip, just the top part. We're going to do kind of like a little heart shape. Oh my god, it's like a little heart. Cute, cute, cute. So we're doing the same thing that we did on the other nail. I'm just going to add the base color. And then afterwards, I'm going to go in with my yellow. Oops, I need more. There we go. We're going to go in with the yellow and just create those ridges and go single strokes downward. Single strokes this way. This way. There we go. Don't cure it just yet. Keep it right there. We're going to go in with that brown that we made. Same thing. Kind of on top of what we already worked on. We're just wanting to have that dimension. Afterwards, we'll go in with outlines and you'll be able to see it a little bit better. All right, so we got our bases. She's gone back into the lamp for 60 seconds. Thank you, Val. And I'm going to add some limo service to my palette so it's nice and ready for when she comes out of the lamp. I'm just going to add this one right here. But prior to using the limo service, and this is why I like to do limo service first, I'm going to take this same brush that has limo service on it and then dip it into the brown. So we have the black limo service and the brown that we created on the same brush. They're not quite mixed yet, but they're both on there. I'm going to use that to create the stem of the pumpkin. And what that's going to do, it's similar to what we did with the pumpkin. It's going to create a little bit more dimension on there. I'm a big fan of double dipping into my paint colors. Not into chip bowls though, or dip bowls, just into my paint colors. All right, I don't know if you could appreciate, but yes, it has both the brown and the black on there. And it'll be a really fun way of creating dimension without doing too much. I don't know if you guys remember my ghost set that I did for Halloween. I got so many compliments and they're like, oh my God, that looks amazing. It probably took forever. It really didn't. I did a lot of this double dipping into the color to create a look that kind of looks fancy and looks expensive, but let's see if you guys can appreciate. You see how we double dip and how it has that dimension in there. Now you can go back in with our limo service if you want and kind of just create more strokes. There we go. And it just makes it more dimension. All right, same thing over here. How do I hold you? There we go. I'm going to grab a little bit of the brown, a little bit of limo service. I don't want to mix. I just kind of want to dip into them like so. And same thing. I'm going to make kind of like a little triangle here. And then I like to do a little swirly. I love pumpkins, point blank period. But I love when pumpkins have like those stems that swirl, like in real life, not just in a picture. Bring it here. And look at that dimension. Now, if you feel like it's too dark, because that can happen when we start mixing colors, right? You can grab a little bit of Lakers Love, which is the yellow. Or, hold on, let me grab another one from, I think it's Beverly Hills, which is like this really, yes, this really creamy, it looks white, but it's not. It's more of like a beigey pink white. So I'll grab a little bit of that on my brush, thin it out, and then you can kind of use it to create more dimension with it, just little strokes. There we go. Make the illusion that this is like wood. You know how like wood has so many different colors and so many different textures? This is what we're trying to recreate. I'm going to go back into the other pumpkin stem that we just did to add a little bit more depth as well. Oop, too much. Oop. Oop. Got to make sure you don't have a whole lot on that that brush, because we're just doing little bits and pieces here and there. There we go. Perfect. Oh, I think I like this one more with that one. All right, gotta stick them in the lamp. And then comes the part that scares me. I have to outline it, and I just drank a chocolate macchiato or whatever the hell it's called from Starbucks. So I'm a little shaky. But we're gonna outline the pumpkin to give it more of a figure. Obviously, it's not just 2D. We're gonna make it a little bit more oomph. And then afterwards, we're gonna make a shadow gloss. So I like to use our top coat. You know what? We could do that right now while she's cooking. I'm gonna take the Kupa top coat, best top coat in the world. Add it to here, and I'm gonna take the slightest bit of limo service and dip it into there. And what this does, it makes kind of like a gloss that we can use. Ooh, and it has a little bit of brown in there too. I kind of like that. This gloss we're going to use to create even more depth onto this one right here, onto the, the image that we're doing. Now I'm going to grab some more limo service so we can start outlining think the hardest part is definitely uh, the pumpkin ridges. All right, so we're gonna grab our thinner side of the brush and just start outlining it. Now this part depends entirely up to you. Like if you like it thicker, thinner, I feel like thicker outlines are a little bit more comical, a little bit more looking like cartoonish, which don't get me wrong, I love. I think it's my favorite type of designs to do is like cartoon design. But we're gonna stick to like a thinner outline here. And we're also going to outline which is probably the hardest part because I don't have my glasses. Um, we're gonna outline the stem. Look how clean you can get this brush. I love this brush. Looky, I wish we sold it by itself. Suggestion. Alright, now we've got that. Now we're going to create the ridges for the pumpkin. They're just coming in from the center of that pumpkin. Bringing them downwards in like kind of like a U shape with it. Just imagine a pumpkin. There we go. Down. Beautiful. No, that's a little thick. Bring that out. Now I don't want this to be thick at all, but I do want them to be noticeable. There we go. Perfect. All right, next one. I'm okay. I'm okay. This is literally the most like my nervous system's wrecked. It's so hard for me to outline. No, it's not. It's not hard for me. It's all about mentality. Come on, Gabby, you can do it. You got this. You got this. Alrighty. Bringing same thing. Bringing down. Remember, this is a half pumpkin, so you won't see the ends of it. Kind of bring it to the edge of the nail. Come on, baby. Ooh, I really need glasses, bro. My eyes are going wonky wonk. They're doing a little dance on my head. Alrighty, now to do the stem. I feel like the glare on the camera, you can't really tell, but we're getting there. I'm going to outline the stem. Oh my goodness. Now, if you're watching this after the fact, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you guys. We're here every week bringing you guys new tutorials. We're trying to stick to whatever we got going on. Definitely going to bring you some holiday designs, maybe some winter wonderland ones in the coming weeks. But if you guys have anything specific that you'd like to watch, leave us a message. We'd love to do whatever you guys you need tutorials of. All right, now she's gonna go back into the lamp for 1 minute. Look at all the colors that it's taken for me to do just this one design. I'm using at least 6 colors. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 6 colors so far. Plus the ones that we've created. This is always really fun. That's a really cool thing about Kupa palettes. Especially, and I keep telling you guys, if you guys are going to buy a palette and you only want to stick to one, get the LA Confidential. It's all the primary colors. You're going to be able to create so many different colors with it, and you're going to have so much fun because they really are the creamiest and they're easy to use and they're really pigmented. And plus, the brush that it comes with it is the best. So while she's cooking, I'm going to go in. Okay, I'm going to grab a little bit of that Beverly Hills color that we did. Where can I put it? It's right here. And I'm going to dilute it the same way that I did with the black that we're going to use next. And this is going to be used for our highlight. So I don't want to use just straight Beverly Hills because it's highlights are never like that stark, right? It's kind of like a glare. So we're going to leave that there. But first we're going to go in with the shadow. So the color that we used right here, I'm going to go along the sides of the little lines that we created. There we go. Create kind of like a shadowy look. It's all very subtle, but I promise you, you can see it in the overall design afterwards. I'm just kind of like going over what we did. I'm sure I'm doing this wrong as far as like actual lighting and, you know, theory. I went a little bit more on this side, so let me erase it and use the other side of my brush. I don't want to fully cover what we did. I just want to add like a little bit of depth to it. Perfect. There we go. And then we're going to grab this guy, same thing, just kind of go along the edges of those lines that we created. And kind of just blend in. I'm going to clean my brush and just wipe down whatever we just put on there. It creates a little bit of just depth and shadow. There we go. Perfect. Go and stick them in there. All right. And then after this, we're going to go in with our highlights, and then we should be done. Oh, no, just kidding. We still need to do the top coat, guys. You can't let me walk out of here without doing the top coat. That's crazy. There we go. Look at that palette. If your palette doesn't look like this when you're working, are you doing it right? This palette you could also find here at Kupa on our website. It really is a game changer for me personally because I could just set it on my hand. I could work straight from my hand and not over here like dipping and dipping. I am very prone to just putting polish on my table, which is not great for my table. So this has been a game changer for me. And it's just easy. I would suggest though to buy a couple of them because they are easy to lose. Just saying. But yeah, you can put it on here. You can even add a second one on the other finger. Just if you're using a lot of colors, it's perfect for mixing. It's perfect for keeping everything on track. All right, now we're gonna go in with that. Oh, where'd it go? This one over here. We did the same thing. We glossed out Beverly Hills. What is it? Hillbilly. Beverly Hills Bride. Just kidding. Not hillbilly. What? Now, my bad. Now we're going to add a little bit of highlight to it. So just along what we did, you can grab a little bit of that Beverly Hillbilly and just go along those edges. That was terrible. That's not what it's called. And just kind of blend that out. I am going to go back in with a little bit of that orange that we used because I feel like I've lost a lot of the orangey tone. There we go. Now, I could show you the tutorial and tell you how to do it step by step, but if you feel something in your heart needs changing, go for it. This is your design. Much better. There we go. It looks a little dark and gray. Perfect! My favorite part about all this is when we, oh, I dipped it into Oscar night, my bad, is when you put the top coat on and everything just kind of comes together. That's my favorite part. All right, same thing here, just doing along the edges. Right there, right there, right there. Oh, there goes my nose again. Why do my nose get runny every time I come here? Is it something about the cameras? Are you doing brujeria on me, Marco? Probably. Okay, just hurry up. Just hurry up. There we go. Nice. And then I'm going to go back in with a little bit of that orange, same thing, just to brighten it up because I feel like we've darkened it quite a bit. Beautiful. Who is she? She's a pumpkin baddie. That's who she is. Perfect. All right, go stick that into the lamp for another minute. And while I got you, I just want to say thank you for being here. If you're watching this live or if you're watching this afterwards, we appreciate you. We love you. Is that what Justin Bieber used to do? Love. If you have any questions, our DMs are wide open. If you can't get a hold of Kupa, feel free to DM me, shameless plug, underscore esmalte, ESMALTE. It's in the caption. I'm sure he'll put it in the caption. I hope. I don't know. But I'm an open book. If you have questions about our product, if you need suggestions, if you are on the fence about certain things, just send me a DM. I'm more than happy to help you. And if you have suggestions for future tutorials, same thing. Give us a DM, and we'll be more than happy to to do those for you. Kupa has so many fun things coming in the coming year. We have so many products that we can't wait to share with you guys. So many new projects. I'm hoping our education gets back on board and we're able to provide in-house classes for you. So you can come here into our beautiful location, get to see the studio, and you can learn with us and about our products. So we're done here. She is beautiful. She is ready for a top coat. We're going in with the best. Just look how everything comes together. Ready? One, two, three. I'm just kidding. But look how pretty she looks. They're over here. Marco's laughing at my singing. I was trying to sing that one song earlier and he turned off the music. It's okay. American Idol's got me. American Idol's got me. Or at least the X Factor. All right, we got the top coat on there. He said Fear Factor. He said not X Factor. He said Fear Factor. All right, well, Joe Rogan, call me. All right, go ahead and stick those into the lamp. I'm telling you, I come here to give you guys tutorials, and all I do is get roasted. It's fine. I love it. I get paid for it. We're good. We're almost done. I can't wait to show you what it looks like. She's going to be ready to hit the town, or at least be ready for nice, fun Thanksgiving dinner. What are you guys doing? Because I love Thanksgiving, but I just realized I'm cooking a lot, and I only have one oven, so that might be a problem. But I am excited for all the food. I'm excited for family and for friends. And honestly, as a nail tech, this is my busiest season. I'm super grateful. That alone is enough to be grateful for. So if you guys end up using any of our products, make sure you guys are tagging us. Make sure you send us pictures. Oh, she turned off on us. It's not going to die. It's fine. But we can still see what it looks like. Yes, we can still see the end result. Let me put a little bit of oil on her so you guys can see how beautiful this fall design looks. If you end up recreating it, be sure to tag us, tag me. I cannot wait to see. Look how shiny. Oh, focus. Ah, look at that. Beautiful pumpkins. If you put your own spin on it, look at them. If you put your own spin on it, make sure you let us know. Have fun creating with all of our Kupa colors, our Kupa palettes. Like I said, we have everything and anything that you could possibly need as a nail tech. You don't do acrylic, that's totally fine. We've got gel tips. You don't do gel tips, that's totally fine. We got builder gel. We got dips. We have anything and everything you need in order to do a manicure. This is really a one-stop shop. So we make it easy so that you can get your career started. You could stay in this career for a long time using not just pocket-friendly products, but really, really good quality as well. So that will be it for me today. My name is Gabby Espino. Y'all know me. I've been here. Y'all seen me. But for those who don't, welcome, and I hope you stick around for future tutorials. It was really great to have you guys. Send me a DM to see what other tutorials you would like to see. And until next time, stay shiny. Why did I say that? Have a wonderful rest of your week. I hope you guys have a good Thanksgiving. I'll see you in a couple weeks. Bye-bye.